Hi guys, hope you're all well. Well done for all of you who submitted the work for last week. So some really fantastic posters on the difference between elements, mixtures and compounds, and also some really impressive scores on the quiz. So your quiz will be returned to you later today, so please make sure to go in and look at it again because you'll be given feedback on the questions that you got wrong. So it's important just to have another look at that so that you can sort out any sort of misconceptions or problems before we move on. So for this week, we are going to be, so again, just a reminder of where you can find the resources. You go to the Teams page, Files, Elements in the Periodic Table folder, and then number 4 at the top, Element Tasks Week 4, 8th of February. So 3 pieces of information for this week. Learning intention success criteria, we'll have a look at first. So what we're going to be doing is sort of nothing new this week, no new content, but we're going to be researching some elements that are found in the periodic table. So success criteria will be that you can use the periodic table to find an element from 4 different categories, that you can use research and digital skills to find online information about them, that you can use your literacy skills to record this information in a table, and then you can be creative and creating an informative poster about one of your chosen elements. How we're going to do that is by following the tasks in your task sheet as usual. Now, you will be happy to know, and I'm sure you already do know, that this week is a short week, that you're on holiday on Friday, which means that you would have only had 2 periods of science this week. So we've not got much on the task sheet. 3 tasks really for you to complete. The first one you should be doing just now because it's watching the video. The second one I will show you in a second, but you're going to be looking at your booklet for elements and periodic table, and you're going to be filling out a fact file on one element from 4 categories. So I'll show you that in a second and talk you through that. You can write your answers in your jotters on paper, or if you are coping well with digital, you can download a copy and type your answers. I know some of you have been doing that so far, so well done for that. But don't worry if you want to do it in your jotter, that's absolutely fine. And then what I would like you to do is make a poster about one of the elements that you have researched. So just going to pick out one, whatever one you want to, and I'm looking for an informative poster which gives me lots of information about your chosen element. And I'm going to ask you to upload your poster to the assignments tab as normal. You don't need to upload anything else this week, and there will not be a quiz because there's no new content. The only thing you need to submit for science this week is your poster. So if I go into your booklet, your elements research, we can see that element 1, I'm going to ask you just to find any metal from the periodic table and complete the fact file for it. And element 2 is a non-metal. So if you can't remember where to find your metals and non-metals, you'll need to have a look back in your notes from the last couple of weeks. Or you can ask each other, or you can pop a note on Teams and I'll be happy to help. But we have done this before, but remember all of the tasks that you're doing are classwork tasks, they're not a test. So feel free to use any of your materials or notes from previous weeks, just like you would in class. So find any metal, any one that you want, you've got lots to pick from. And I'm going to look for the name of the metal, its symbol, its atomic number. So again, that's lesson 1 that we did about where to find the symbol and atomic number. The date of discovery, we have not taught you that. So you're going to have a look on the internet for that. If you have any issues and you can't access it, then again, just put a note on posts and I can help you out. Again, solid, liquid or gas, we have covered that, but again, you can use the internet just to help you out with that one. And then one practical use of the element. Okay, so if you picked gold, for example, you could say it could be used to make jewellery. So you might pick a metal that you've never heard of before, but again, you can do a bit of research to find out something about its use. You then fill out the same information for a non-metal, a naturally occurring element as well. So again, we covered that in a previous lesson, but if you're not sure again, just ask. And also one made by scientists. So this week's tasks are like consolidation on what we've done so far. And it's just to, again, familiarise yourself with the periodic table, but also so that we can develop our research skills as well. So how we get information and how we record it, because that's really important in science. I want you to be thinking about reliable information so that when you are looking on the internet, you're thinking about what website are you using. Is it something like BBC Bitesize, which would be great, and it's educational, so we can assume that it's correct. So just be aware when you're using the internet, not all the information on the internet is accurate. So try and have a look at the sites you're using. If they're educational or government sites, they tend to be the best ones. Again, any questions or you want to know about a site you're using, if that's okay, then you know just to ask. So that'll be doing research for 4 elements, but remember your poster just has to be on any one of these. You do not need to do 4 posters. 1 poster on any of these elements. And in your poster, I would like you to include these 6 pieces of information: the name, the symbol, atomic number, date of discovery, solid, liquid or gas, and a use. But it would be also really good if you could add on some additional information to your poster. For example, a photograph of what the element looks like. Or you might want to include more than one use. You might want to include an interesting fact about it. Or you might want to talk about its melting point. So there's lots of information out there about the elements. It's up to you what you include. But what is important is that the information that you include is something that you understand. So try not to just copy and paste off the internet. So you want to put it into your own words and show that you have understood about it. Okay, now just to go back to our task list. We're going to submit that to your assignments tab, but I would like it for Thursday of this week. Normally I would give you till Sunday night, but with Friday being a holiday, I really don't want you to be working on Friday, Saturday or Sunday, and you're off Monday, Tuesday as well. So I would like all of this to be completed by Thursday so that you can get a well-deserved rest over the weekend and you're not worrying about completing schoolwork. Okay? As usual, folks, if there are any questions or if you're not sure what to do or where to upload the work, then please just put a note on posts or send me an email.